What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a 30-minute full body, no equipment, mat Pilates workout. If we've not met before, hi, I'm Margaret, I'm 26, and I'm a certified Pilates instructor. You don't need anything for this workout, just you and your mat and some space to move. We'll go ahead and get started just by coming all the way down to our mat. You can find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, cross-legged, legs out in front of you. Maybe you want to sit in a long butterfly. Wherever you feel good, that's where I want you to go. Take your hands to the tops of your legs and we'll take one big roll of the shoulders to open up through the chest. Think about finding space from shoulder to shoulder and then relaxing the shoulders down and back. We'll take 4 deep breaths from here, using a big inhale to breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air. And we'll exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Good, 3 more like that. Nice big inhale. And then exhale out, you can let it go. Good, we'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. This will be our last one, big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good. With that last exhale, let's take the legs into a mermaid position. Right leg goes in front of you, left leg goes out by your side. If you've been with me before, you have likely done this warm-up. It is my favorite one, so we're just gonna do it again. Take your arms out to T. We'll inhale to shift over towards the right, lift the left arm up overhead, and I'm mirroring you if you have not been with me before. Hey. When you're ready, you're gonna exhale, press up through center. Take that left hand to your foot, to your ankle, or to the mat behind you, reaching the right arm up overhead. Good, we'll just do 2 more in this direction. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up, opening up through that left side. Good, and then we'll take it back up through center, going up and over towards the left, reaching the right arm up. Good, one more time, we take things up and over to the right. Right hand down, left arm up. Good, we'll press up through center that final time, reaching back for the left foot, the ankle, or the mat, and then taking that right arm up overhead. Good, when you're ready, we'll take it back through center. Just swap the legs over, so the left leg comes in front, right leg goes out by your side. Same exact thing. We'll reach the arms to T, take an inhale to shift over towards the left, reaching the left hand down, taking the right arm up. Good, we'll exhale, press up through center, right hand goes down, left arm reaches up. 2 more like this. Left hand goes down, right arm goes up. Good, we'll press up through center. We take the right hand down and the left arm up. Good, we're just doing 1 more each side. Good, it's a good way to get your body moving. The side bends are always really nice. Always really nice. Good. Last one right there. We're pressing up through center. And then I want you to take your legs so they come in front of you. We're going to have a bit of an inner thigh focus today. So if I tell you to go into one position and you need an alternative, just hang on a second and I'll give you an alternative, okay? We'll start off with the feet pretty close together. I want you to squeeze the legs together. So ankles, knees, inner thighs connect as best they can. Arms are going to reach out in front of you. We'll take an inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, we draw belly button in towards the spine. You start to roll yourself down towards the mat, just going back about halfway. Take an inhale about here, and then exhale, you'll roll things right back up. And you'll keep moving like this. We roll things down. Good. Trying to press the inner thighs into each other, and then we take it right back up. It's gonna feel a little bit different than it normally does in our half rollbacks. And that's okay. It should feel different. I want you to notice those differences. If you feel kind of wobbly, I want you to walk your feet out wider than your hips and give yourself some room to move right there. Really good alternative. Okay, we're just doing 3 more right here. This is 3. Good, we'll go for 2. Keep breathing. This will be our last one. We'll roll it back. And then we're coming all the way up. Once you come up to seated, I want you to butterfly your legs and bring the soles of your feet together. Now we're pressing the heels together and the big toes together, trying to find that connection. Hopefully right away we light up through the inner thighs. Again, arms reach out in front of you. Big inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, you'll draw belly button to spine. We're gonna roll back probably about halfway, maybe even a little bit less. Inhale there and then exhale, take it right back up. And you'll keep moving like this. If right away I told you to come into butterfly and you're like, oh no, where is this going? You can adjust by either going back into our first variation on this or opening the feet out wider. Both options are great options. We're not doing a lot here. It's going to be 4. Good. For 3, we'll try to keep the feet and try to keep the hips still. Good. This will be 2. Bring it down. Good. We'll roll it back up. And then last one with this one, we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. Likely the knees will pull in towards each other. That's okay. Shoulders go down, head goes down. Hands can come down, and then probably you rolled yourself off of your mat. So just bring things in, scoot it forward just a little bit. We'll keep the legs in this same butterfly position. I want you to bring your hands down by your sides, roll the shoulders down and back so you can press the backs of your shoulders into the mat, press the triceps down, press the hands down. We're going to lift the legs up above the hips, maintaining this butterfly shape so the knees are just about above the hips, soles of the feet are pressing together, and you're creating this diamond shape or this butterfly shape. Okay, from here you're disconnecting the feet. Left leg is going to stay still. You'll take the right leg, you're going to lower and lift. And we'll do 6 more like that. We lower and lift. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and then last one, right leg comes back up, same thing on the left, you're going to lower and lift for 6 more. It's 6, for 5, 4, keep breathing. You got it, this is 3, for 2, last one, left leg comes up, you keep the feet where they're at. If you need to pull the knees in a little bit closer, totally fine, take it from right there. Arms reach up above your shoulders, it's a big exhale. We crunch up through head, neck, and shoulders, hands outside of the hips, and then if you want to open your knees up wider, go for it. We're going to hold up in this crunch, and again, we'll move through 6 reps of that leg lower and lift on each side. Starting on the right, we lower and lift. That's 6 for 5, whoo, for 4, I'm already screaming, and we're what, 5 minutes in, 7 minutes in? For 3, 2, last one, right leg comes up, same thing on the left. Try to keep the pelvis stable. We go for 6, for 5. As always, you can keep your head down if that's going to be more comfortable. 4, we'll go 3, ooh, for 2. Last one, left leg comes up. You're going to drop head, neck, and shoulders down towards the mat, and then pull your knees in towards your chest so you can rock a little bit from side to side. Take a moment, take a breath, okay? When you're ready, legs are coming back up. Knees above the hips, we're going to bring the heels together, turn the toes out, and then open up through the knees. So you're creating a V through your feet. Some people will say, imagine you're holding a slice of pizza between your feet, but it's nasty. So you don't have to imagine that. Your knees are tracking in line with your hips or even tracking in line with your shoulders. So they're opened out a little bit wider. Hands stay down, shoulders stay down, head stays down. You're going to take an exhale, press those legs out to straight, squeezing the inner thighs together, and then inhale, bend at the knees. You can pull the knees past the hips. Big exhale, you press the legs out. Good. Inhale, we pull it right back in. Let's go for 6 more. It's 6. For 5. Keep breathing. This is 4. Whew. For 3, press the heels into each other. It will help, I promise. For 2. Good. Last one. Good. You're going to bring the legs back into that starting position. Again, hands go out by the hips. You're going to come up into that upper body crunch. If you'd prefer to take hands behind the head, elbows out wide, or keep your head down, do that. We're building off of this. I want you to press those legs out to straight. Pause right there, point your toes. You're going to open the legs up about mat's distance. Squeeze the legs back together, connecting the heels, connecting the inner thighs. Flex your feet. Bend your knees, press it out, point the toes, open, close, flex, and bend. For 6 more, we press out, we'll open, close, flex the feet, bend the knees in. Did I say 6 there? God, I hope I didn't, but I think I did. That's 5. Oh, these reps are so slow. This is 4. In and out for 3. Good. 2. Last one. We're going to bend the knees in, press it back out, open the feet, close the feet, and then lower everything down. Shoulders go down, head goes down, hug your knees to your chest, rock a little bit side to side, take some deep breaths. You're doing good. From right here, bring your feet down to the mat. We're going to scoot our hips over towards the left side of our mat, and then you'll roll yourself over so that you come onto your right side. Now from right here, you're pressing yourself up. We'll prop up onto our right forearm, and I want you to stack your shoulder on top of your elbow, reach the fingertips nice and long to the long edge of your mat. Take your left leg, you're going to open it up and then plant your left foot behind you. So left leg is acting as a kickstand. We have the right leg bent in front of us. I want you to point your toe. And as we move throughout this, we'll play around with the degree of openness in the hips. You may find it's more comfortable for you to kind of roll back a little bit like this. Totally fine. It's going to be up to you. We're trying to hit inner thighs here. Somebody asked for this the other day, so here we are. Left hand can go down for a little bit of support. You're going to take your right leg, keep the knee bent. You'll exhale to lift the leg up. Inhale, you take it back down. Now we're not going to do a lot in each exercise, about 8 reps total, so this will be 6. For 5. For 4, try to stay relaxed through the upper body. I know it's hard. It's stressful, I get it. This is going to be 2. And then last one. Good. Okay, with that last one, you're going to pull the right heel so it comes just to the front of the left leg. We're going to take a big exhale, lift the heel up towards the knee. Inhale, you lower it back down. So a little bit of a bigger range of motion than what we started with. Lift up towards the knee. Lower it down towards the heel. You're going for 6. For 5. Keep breathing. You can do it. This is going to be 4. For 3. 2. Last one. Good. We're going to go back into that, and this time I'm going to give you the option to add on. If you want to, here we go. You take a big exhale. Lift that right heel up towards the left knee. Pause. You're going to kick the right leg out. Pull the right leg back in. Slide it down to your heel. Lift, kick, bend, and lower for 4 more. It's 4. Whoo! For 3. Good. For 2. And then last one. Ooh, good. With that last one, bring it down, take a second, reset. Check in with your right arm. Do you feel like you're dumping down into your shoulder, dumping down into the forearm? Can you press up and away just a little bit? I know it's tricky. It's like you're holding in a side plank, and that is, quite honestly, pretty rude. We have one more thing to do right here. We're lifting that right leg up about halfway, so it hits about halfway point on your shin. I want you to imagine that your left leg is a violin. Okay, we're going to play the violin. You pull that right knee in towards you this way, and then you're going to slide the right leg back out. Good, you pull it in, and then you slide it out, and guess what? You're only doing 6 more like that. 6. Can you press down into the left heel to help you stabilize for 5? For 4, it's hard, and I know it's hard. I'm trying to smile through it, but oh my gosh, it is hard. It's very hard. I think this is 3, but let's call it 3, even if it's not. This is 2. And then last one. Good. With that last one, right leg comes down. We're going to roll ourselves over so that both hands come onto our mat. You're going to pop the knees up. And from right here, we're stepping our right foot back. You're going to cross your left ankle over the top of that right leg. And look at you. You're in a single leg plank. Ooh. From here, we take a big exhale. You're going to lift the hips up, shift the shoulders away from the wrist. And then inhale, take it right back down. Same thing from the knees. You're just stacking the knees. You're going to press the hips back and pull back in. We're just going for 4 more. It's 4. Squeeze the inner thighs together for 3. for 2. And then last one, you come back to plank. You're squeezing inner thighs together. We exhale, bend the knees, and then press it back out. You go for 4, for 3, 2. Last one, we come back to plank. Left ankle uncrosses, drop down to the knees, untuck your toes, and reach the hips to the heels, finding a child's pose. Good, big inhale to fill up with air. Exhale out, you can let it go. And then when you're ready, we're pulling things back up and we'll come over onto our left hip. We do all of that fun stuff, again, from the top. When you're ready, left hip goes down. We'll drop down to that left forearm. Shoulder on top of the elbow. Forearm is reaching long. Fingertips reaching towards the long edge of your mat. And then we'll take our right leg. You're going to open it up, plant it back behind you, using the right leg as a kickstand. Okay, take as much time as you need to get comfortable right here. I know it's tricky, and if you were going into this workout thinking, no equipment, full body, it's gonna be easy breezy, you're probably at this point and you're like, what the hell did I get into? Okay, we're keeping the left knee bent. I just want you to take a big exhale, lift it up. Inhale, take it down. Now, it might be small, it might be big. It's always gonna be a little bit different for all of us in each of our bodies, and that is wonderfully okay. If you need to roll back a little bit onto your hip in order to move that bottom leg, go ahead and roll back. Okay, we're just going for 3 more. It's 3, for 2. Good, and then last one, we lower the left leg down. You take a second, take a breath. Make any adjustments you feel like you need to. My mat is like right on the edge of my carpet, so I'm really rocking around here. We take the left heel to the front of the right ankle. I want you to use a really big exhale. Take the heel, lift it up towards the right knee, and then lower it back down. Remember, it's about 8 reps in each exercise, so this will be 6. This is 5, 4, 3, oh my gosh, for 2. Last one, I'm trying to keep it together, but it's really hard. We're building off of that. If you want to stay right there, you stay right there. When you're ready, it's a big exhale. We lift the left heel up towards the right knee, pause. You're going to kick the left leg out at a height that's comfortable, bend the knee in, and then lower it back down. We're doing 6 total there. So this is 5. Good, this will be 4. Whoo! Oh my gosh. For 3. Good, for 2. And then last one. Good, we'll bring the left leg down and then again, just take a second, check in with the left shoulder. Do you feel like you're dumping down and collapsing into the mat? If we look like this, we're a little bit too casual. We've gone a little too far. You're pressing up and away from the mat. And I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's like you're holding in a side plank, okay? We keep the right foot where it's at. Last bit here, we're keeping the left knee bent, lifting up about halfway on the shin. Now, like you're playing a violin, we're going to take the left leg, you pull the knee in towards you, and then you'll slide it back out. Okay, we pull it in, and then we'll slide it out. Good, for 6 more. My inner thigh is like, what are you doing to me? Why are you like this? This is 4. The joys of being a Pilates instructor, right? For 3. For 2. Good. And then last one. Beautiful. You're going to lower your leg down. Take a moment, take a breath. We're going to bring the right leg up on top of the left, and then pop yourself up so that you come up onto your hands. Now from right here, we're doing that same thing we did after the first round. We're stepping the feet back, left foot goes down, right ankle is going to cross, right foot goes down, left ankle crosses over the top of the knee. We squeeze together through the inner thighs, or you're down on the knees and you're gonna be on that right knee with the left knee stacked on top, okay? Second option right there. We take a big exhale, you lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs together, pike the hips up. Inhale, we take it down. You're going for 5, for 4, for 3. Everything is working. For 2, I didn't say it was full body for nothing. Last one. Good. We come back to plank. You take a big exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, bend the knees, and then bring it forward for 5 more. It's 5. For 4. 3. 2. Last one. Everything comes in. You uncross your left ankle, drop the knees, untuck the toes, reach hips to heels, finding a child's pose. Once you're ready to come up out of that child's pose, let's pull things forward and then lay ourselves all the way down onto the mat. From right here, your forearms are going to move so they come in front of you. We'll stack the hands on top of each other. Doesn't matter which hand goes on top, just whichever is most comfortable. You can drop your forehead down to your hands so you have a little bit of support, or you can press up and away from the forearms and lift the chest, bringing your back into extension. Whatever's more comfortable, you pick for you. Okay, I'm gonna go head down on the hands, I think. We're going to press into the front of the hips and the pubic bone. You lift your legs up, and for a count of 10, we'll squeeze the legs together and then release. Good, we're going for 9. For 8. Relax the shoulders, 7. It's 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we lower the legs down, hands underneath the shoulders. You're going to press yourself all the way up. And then we reach back, hips to heels, another child's pose. Take a second, take a breath right here. And then when you're ready, again, we're going to pull forward, but we tuck the toes under this time. Press the hips up and back so that you find yourself in a down dog. We're trying to press the heels down towards the mat, finding a release through the calves, maybe through the hamstrings, pressing your chest down towards your thighs. When you're ready, you start to walk your hands into your feet, anchoring the heels down. We'll take a moment right here in our forward fold. And then when you're ready, it's a nice slow roll all the way up to stand. Slow, slow, slow. Awesome. Once you come up to stand, you'll make your way towards the center of your mat and the fun will continue. We'll bring our heels together, turn the toes apart so you're making that V position with your feet, and then take one hand to your lower belly, one hand to your lower back. We're going to tuck the tailbone under. Right away, you'll feel a little bit of a squeeze at the glutes. Maybe. You might not feel that, and that's okay too. We're just going to take an inhale, bend at the knees, really tiny. Exhale, we press into the heels. You pull the inner thighs together, stand up tall. Inhale, you lower. Exhale, you stand. Good. And that's all it is. Okay. Now we'll start to build off of this just a little bit, like really, really tiny. Next time that you stand up, you're going to press down into the balls of your feet, lift the heels. Lower it down, bend, and lift. We go to the toes, lift the heels, lower, and lift. Good. And my head's getting a little bit cut out of the frame, but that's okay. You guys get the gist. We're just going to go for 6 more. It's 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2, and then last one. We bring it back down, both heels plant down to the mat. You're going to bring the feet into parallel. So separate your feet, all 10 toes point forward. We're shifting our weight so we come over into our right leg, little bend at the knee, a tuck under of the tailbone. We'll take the left leg. I want you to reach it in front of you towards the top edge of your mat. Hands can come to your hips. We're going to exhale, pull the left foot in towards your right. You'll start to bend at the knee. As you bring your foot up your leg, pretend you're a flamingo. You're going to kick your leg back out and then lower it down. We'll keep moving like that. We pull in, lift up, kick out, lower down. We're going for 6. Good. For 5. For 4. For 3, 2, and then last one. Good. Once the left foot comes down, we're doing the same thing on the other side, shifting over into that left leg, pressing down into the heel, little bend at the knee, slight tuck under of the tailbone. Right leg comes in front of you. Hands can come to your hips or wherever it's going to be comfortable. We take an inhale to pull the right foot in, lift the right foot up the left leg, bend at the knee so that you're a flamingo. You kick your leg out and then lower down. We pull in, lift up, kick, and lower. You're going for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, for 2. Keep it together. You've got it under control. This will be our last one. Lift up, kick, and lower. And from here, we're walking the feet out nice and wide, turning the toes out and the heels in. Again, tucking the tailbone under. We did this a little bit in yesterday's workout, so just bear with me. It's more time to practice. We take an inhale, shoot the hips down, bend at the knees. Exhale, press into your heels. You stand all the way back up. We lower and we'll lift. That's perfect for 6 more. It's 6, for 5, good, 4, 3, 2, last one. We take it down into our squat. You hold it right here. See if you can tuck under through the tailbone a little bit more, opening up through the knees. Think about pressing the knees back behind you. From here, you press down into the heels like crazy. We take 10 tiny pulses, and that'll take us right into our cool down. It's gonna be 10. You're moving slow for 9. It's 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We stand all the way up. Oh my gosh, you can point the toes forward, press down into your heels. We'll do a big bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around overhead, and then exhale, we can hinge at the hips, coming down to forward fold. Once your hands come down to the mat, put a little bend at your knees just to release the hamstrings. Good, take an inhale. Exhale, you're gonna let it go. On your next inhale, I want you to lift up about halfway in the upper body, pointing the crown of the head forward, finding a flat back. You'll exhale, come back down to forward fold, both hands on the mat. Use your next inhale to bend at the knees, coming down into a nice deep squat, as deep as is comfortable. You'll exhale, press into the heels, press the hips up, 2 straight legs, and then we'll roll ourselves really slowly all the way up to stand. Shoulders on top of hips, crown of the head lifts. 2 more like that. We inhale, bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. Exhale, you'll hinge at the hips, find a forward fold. Pause right there. It's an inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, we come back down to forward fold. You'll inhale, bend at the knees, deep squat. Exhale, press into the heels, 2 straight legs. And then you roll yourself all the way up to stand. Whew, for 1 more, we bend at the knees, circle the arms up and around. I'm over here in the cool down and I'm like, whoa, my heart rate's getting up. Hands come down. We'll inhale, lift up about halfway, crown of the head forward, find a nice flat back. Exhale, come back down to forward fold. Inhale, bend at the knees. Good. Exhale, press down into the heels, press the hips up. We'll roll it all the way up to stand, shoulders on top of hips, crown of the head lifts. And then once you get here, we're going to shift all of our weight over into that left leg, sit down and back into your left hip, and then press down into the right heel. Maybe you want to lift your right toes off of the mat. We're trying to find a release at the right inner thigh, and maybe you feel that, maybe you don't. It's okay either way. It took me a long time to actually feel the inner thigh stretch here. So if you don't feel it, don't worry about it. When you're ready, we're gonna press up through center, take the same thing over to the right, sitting down and back into the hip, maybe coming up onto the heel, lifting the toes on the left foot. Good, when you're ready, we press up through center, and then we'll take 1 last big forward fold to take us home. Press down into the heels, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, you hinge at the hips. You'll find that forward fold, hands coming to the mat, crown of the head can point down. Good, take a big inhale right here. Exhale out, we'll let everything go. And when you're ready, you take your time. You're gonna roll yourself all the way up to stand. Shoulders on top of hips, crown of the head lifts up. Once you get up to stand, you get to stay there, take any other stretches you feel like you need, and you are all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything that you put your mind to, and I will see you back here for our next video. I just can't resist you.